I got my coffee, I got my questions, it's time to learn about Josh. I've got some awesome anime hero hair wisps, that's never happened before. Sweet! Ooh, indeed. Adam GB asks, who are you and are you real? I don't know, unless I'm dreaming this. I feel real, and I'm Josh. Josh, if that is your real name, how's the family, kids, wife? I hope my family's okay. That's a strangely phrased question. I don't have kids or a wife. I hope. If that is your real name, just 'cause I'm English doesn't make me 007. What would you prefer? Tabs or Clone Drone in the Danger Zone? Honestly, I like Clone Drone way more. I mean, Tabs is great, but Clone Drone is so much fun. And there's an update for it coming on the 16th. It's going on Steam and there's flaming swords. Anyway, who's more likely to get high, Bob Marley or Snoop Dogg? I'm a good boy and I know nothing about drugs. Except coffee. Just curious about your accent. What country are you in? I'm Australian. That's awful. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, I'm sorry, Australians. C-Top says, where's the beef? I think you were supposed to slide into my DMs, not the comment section there. Moustache Germany. An entire German mustache. That's amazing. Moustache Germany asks, do you have hair growing on your cheeks and or chin too, or only on your mouth region? Well, I do. It's just very, very patchy on the cheeks, so I can't do the mutton chops. This is stubble. I'm just lazy and I don't like to shave. And this I really like having. Do you have a job besides YouTube? No. I'm all alone in the murky waters of YouTuberdom. Yup, this is my main job. So when people say, stick to your day job, I'm like, sorry, this is it. A Gamer Awesome says, I'm 173, which I think makes you my oldest viewer. Ah, the classic questions. What's my favourite game? The game. Now you lose. Jovan Stokic, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but you asked ninjas versus pirates, which is better? I'm gonna go with ninjas because you don't see them coming. Pirates, they're like, oh, there's a giant pirate flag over there, and they're all going, yar. What is the best game that I made? On the playground when I was about 10, my friend and I invented a game called Dino Skaters, in which there were skateboards and we were dinosaurs. It was pretty good. Caleb Wilson asks, what do you feel are your strengths in game development, and have you ever looked into hiring people to make up for my weaknesses? I have no money, so I can't hire anyone. Although Lexi and Lexi's a programmer, so she actually helps me with a lot of the more difficult stuff. My strengths, however, are that I know nothing, which I think a famous philosopher said once. So no, I don't have strengths. Tim Swost says, those t-shirts look cute. Also, hashtag Josh Here Is My Thing. No one else, like only 2 people did Josh Here Is My Thing, so I don't know if that video is going to happen. Yeah, hopefully. So please tell me Josh Here Is My Thing if you've made a thing. Anyway, you mean these t-shirts that you can buy from Spreadshirt, shop.spreadshirt.com/gamingftl. What? Skeleton Man asks, if we can't see air, can fish see water? I think the more important question is, if we drink water, do fish drink air? Coffee flavoured air would be great. I'm gonna patent that. So much, just made so much money. Axel Explosion and Micro ask, what is your favourite music genre / artist? I would probably have to say one of my favourite artists is Disaster Piece. He's the person who made the soundtrack for Fez. He made the soundtrack for Hyperlight Drifter and a bunch of other awesome electronic chiptune stuff. So I really love electronic music. recently, stuff like Lawn, stuff like Three Trapped Tigers, and Chipsel. Chipsel's awesome. RX Gaming asks, can you play TF2 for us? No, I can play TF2 for me. Puddle Slime asks, if I had a magic power, what would it be? Making the world happy would be theirs. I would probably have to go with invisibility? Or just like Wolverine. Whatever Wolverine has. Wait, is the adamantium skeleton and the healing two different powers? Because I know he's got adamantium claws, but like I saw a sketch once where it was like, I want the skeleton, and another person's like, I want the healing. And one person ended up horribly dead because like they got cut open to have their skeleton replaced, and then the other person's like, what happened to my friend? Anyway, Chronobite asks, would you ever shave your mustache for $1 billion? I mean, do you have $1 billion? Yeah, yes, check. Money first, then the mustache goes. Who inspired you? I mean, there are so many absolutely amazing YouTubers. Like, I made a fart sound with my hands. Completely off track there. Anyway, during like when I was a teenager, watched so much Dodger, Jesse Cox. They are still really amazing YouTubers that I look up to, and like recently, my friends, my peers, I hope I can say that, like Dragast and Weaselzone and C-Top, I really and Blitz, obviously, I really enjoy looking at what they do and thinking about how I do the same things, and like comparing and growing how I work, if that makes sense, just because they're awesome at what they do as well. Like there are too many people that I really like to list right here. Overall though, this is one of the funny things, like I can never point to like one person that inspires me to do well or be like them. I've never been a person to like put someone on a pedestal and say, this is who I want to emulate. Like, I've either never found that person, or it's just not how I think. So, always amazing artists, amazing entertainers that I really love. But, I don't know, I can't point to one person. There's just a lot of people that I really like. Sorry about that overly long question. Dat Nuke Doe says, what is your favourite part about YouTube? Honestly, the connections that I make with you, my audience. Like, you are the reason I make the videos. If no one commented, I would probably just stop, and like without having a drive to find great games for you, to find creative things to do. It rhymes. Great. Anyway, I would still be like working as a car salesman. Besides from Bucket Detective, what other games in that genre would you suggest? Oh my goodness, my friend Jack DeKeat wrote a game. It's a lot more whimsical and a lot more light-hearted than Bucket Detective, but it's called Dr. Langeskov, and I made a video of it. There's obviously Gone Home and Stanley Parable, which I've only played a little bit of, but those are the best for obvious reasons. Like, if you haven't played those, go do it. Oh, if you want something slightly more serious, I would recommend Trawl. So Crows is William Pugh's studio, is one of the people who made Stanley Parable. I recommend The Temple of No. It's not a first-person thing, it's a text adventure, but it's hilarious. It's just so fun. If you want to run around and do puzzles, Memory of a Broken Dimension is so fun. Oh yeah, there's always jazz punk, which I didn't like. It's a very specific, weird sense of humour that you have to really get into that game, but it's good. And I think there's been an update with some new levels. Obviously Firewatch. How could I forget Firewatch? And Beginner's Guide. Yeah, that's a pretty exhaustive list. You'll get through them. And if you're going through that list, I think I've pretty much got videos on all of them. Panic Pixel says, I gotta get me one of those t-shirts. What you mean, these t-shirts? Which you can get. Okay, I've done that bit already. Also not a question. If you weren't a YouTuber, what job would you consider having? Anyone that gave me a job, honestly. I never planned on doing YouTube until a couple of years ago. I loved it, doing it as a hobby, but I was doing a biochemistry degree and I was not good at that. And then what else? This is one of those personal, difficult to talk about things, but I never really knew what I wanted to do. So I went into biochemistry and science because I thought that's what I should do, because like my friends were really sciencey and super smart, and I wanted to be like them. But over the last couple of years, I've kind of realized that entertaining people is what I love most out of life. So I really enjoy stand-up comedy and making games. So something along those lines, I'd probably put my energy into that while actually having a job at a coffee shop or something. Will you ever cut your moustache? Only if I get the money from Chronobite, yeah. Luigi S. Q&A, are you in a relationship? If so, who? Well, I'm sure many of you know May is bae. So, sorry Lexi. No, I'm also kind of married to video games. That's what I spend most of my time doing. I am, however, living with my girlfriend Lexi. And if you want to see us playing video games together, search for Overcooked on my channel. Or there should be a video going up with this one, so where we play an awesome game called Beast of Balance. That's all of the questions. Thank you for watching. I've already plugged all of my stuff, so all I have to say is my amazing catchphrase, which is so funny every time I say it. Moustache. This was fun.